Hi, and happy Aries season. So today the sun moves into Aries, and so for the northern hemisphere where I am, that means it's the spring equinox, it's the beginning of spring, and for those of you in the southern hemisphere, it's the autumn equinox, or the beginning of autumn. And so the past few weeks, if you listen to my astrology every week, or you are part of the Soul Care Cottage where I really dive deep into the astrology of each week, you know I've been talking about, for at least the northern hemisphere here, that we may be seeing signs of spring outside, maybe some flowers blooming or some green grass popping up, and we're itching to get moving and take action and get the ball rolling, but it's not quite time yet. We still need to kind of hang in there. And it was, still a time of resting and dreaming and making sure we've done the work to gather all our energy to us and really gotten crystal clear on what we want to call in for the year ahead. Today, everything changes. Today, with the sun moving into Aries, we are being called to step into a leadership role, to take action, to take initiative, to use the energy around us that we have been storing up all winter, to start taking action steps towards our goal, towards our dream, especially if we're talking about a longer term, bigger vision, goal, or dream. So this is beyond maybe your new moon intention or your goal for the month, but looking at your longer term goal, maybe your yearly intention or something around your word of the year, or maybe you have a really big long-term plan that is going to take a couple of years. This is a good time where the universe is supporting you to take action on that in terms of just a global collective scale. But I also wanted to dive a little deeper and give you some insights of what each zodiac sign may be experiencing or may be feeling called to explore or dive deeper into this month with some Aries season horoscopes. And these, as always, they're written for your rising sign, but feel free to listen to your rising, moon, and sun, and just take what resonates and leave the rest. Whatever you need to hear, you will hear. And if everything doesn't resonate, that's totally fine and totally acceptable. And so we're going to begin with Aries. And so Aries, happy early birthday. Unless your birthday is today, which happy birthday. This month, the next few weeks for you is all about you and your personal identity. And this is a time where you get a clearer understanding of who you are. You're kind of ready to leave the past in the past and begin afresh, begin anew, and just you're ready to take life by the horns. For Pisces, this month the sun is going to be illuminating your second house of values, and so that means it's a good time to look at what you value and how you are kind of reflecting those values in your life. And a good way to look at this is to look at your spending and go, okay, is my spending habits, do they reflect my values and what I hold dear to me? Or do I need to change or alter my spending in some way so it actually truly reflects what I feel like is important to me and what is in alignment with me? Aquarius, this month the sun is illuminating your third house of communications. So this is a time to get crystal clear on what you want to say, how you want to say it, and who you want to say it to. This is also a time where you may find yourself connecting with old friends and collaborating with a group or a team. Capricorn, this month the sun is illuminating your fourth house of home and family, and so issues of safety and security, what helps you feel safe, what helps nourish you, your family roots, or you want to put down roots, all these themes are coming up for you. And so sometimes when the sun is in the fourth house, we see that someone may be moving or thinking of moving or somehow changing their home or family situation. Sagittarius, this month, the sun is illuminating your 5th house, which is all about creativity and passion and play and children. And that can be literal children, or it can be children in terms of having that childlike wonder, that childlike view of the world. And so this is a month where you want to follow your creativity, you want to follow your passions. If you feel a creative spark or an urge, you want to follow it and see where it leads and just stay curious. Scorpio, this month the sun is illuminating your 6th house of daily routines and wellness. So this is a time to really pay attention to if you're burning the candle at both ends. Excuse me. If you, if your daily routine supports you, if it really helps you feel fulfilled and satisfied at the end of the day, or if you feel like you are just chasing your tail and you kind of need to reassess and kind of really set up a new framework for you that really supports you, that's sustainable. Libra, this month the sun is in your 7th house of relationships. And so this is a good time, especially for you, Libra, to look at the give and take in relationships and look at your boundaries. And, if you are speaking up and telling the people you are in relationship of, what you need in that relationship, or are you just kind of going with the flow because you're afraid to create waves where, to be honest, if you are in a relationship and it is a healthy relationship, the people you are in a relationship with should and probably do want to hear from you and know what you need and what you want, so they can make sure they are giving you as much as you are giving them. Virgo, the sun this month is illuminating your 8th house of transformation. And so this is a really kind of deep introspective time that's actually really great for kind of therapy or shadow work, where you're really getting a sense of your own inner personal power. And you kind of, this is a good time to kind of clean the cobwebs out of the mental closet. And that's why therapy is really a good tool to kind of look at where maybe you have some limiting beliefs or some self-sabotaging behaviors that are coming into play. Leo, this month the sun is in your 9th house of exploration. And so this may be a time where you are feeling called to travel or expand your horizons. So expand your mind through learning something new, through teaching something new, learning about a new place, making travel plans for later in the year perhaps, or even you might have kind of the writing bug where you want to publish or get your work out into the world. Cancer, the sun this month is illuminating your 10th house, and so that's all about your career and your higher calling. And so you are being asked to evaluate this month if you're on the right trajectory, if you're on the right path to what you really feel is your soul's purpose, and where do you need to kind of alter or tweak that path so you're in alignment with it. Gemini, this month the sun is illuminating your 11th house of community and friendships. And so for you, this month is all about your local community and friends, where you want to communicate and gather with your friend groups, and you're just feeling really social and really wanting to foster those connections that you have in your life. And then finally, Taurus, this month the sun is in your 12th house of spirituality, where that's really a time of going inward, of being really introspective and contemplative, where you're examining your beliefs and what is really true for you. And the reason you are going inward this month is because next month the sun will move into your 1st house, and it'll be the start of a new solar cycle for you because your birthday will be coming around. And so the cosmos supports you in going inward in the weeks leading up to your birthday, so that you have a kind of, a new look on life, like a fresh bout of energy to work with when your birthday rolls around. So hopefully that was a helpful overview for you, and I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments if your sun, moon, or rising horoscope resonated with you.